And we're rolling. Okay, so this is a review of the KDP hardcover book printing. So I've just received a hardcover version, a proof copy. So for KDP printing, they put this band here across the front and the back of the book for proof copy. So I'm very pleased with it, actually, the colors and all of that. And I've been looking through it now. The one change I have to make before I click the publish button on Amazon for the hardback version is this stripe here that I've put in, this black stripe. I didn't know where the cropping was going to be, so I just put in this black spacer at the edge to see. And it turns out, as you can see, I need to make one change. I need to take this black stripe and put it this side of the picture along the ridge here, so that the whole image and the front image and the writing and everything moves out to the end. So that's okay, I'll do that and then I'll click publish. And that's the only actual change I need to make. The colors are lovely. This is printed in matte, it's hard book. When you print the hard book version, the formatting is slightly bigger, so you have a few less pages, not many, and the pages are a bit larger. The book is actually larger in size, so that's why you have to change the cover. The back I didn't have to change really, the back is going to be fine. When you're printing a proof copy like this on KDP, they override your normal barcode here with their own temporary one. So that's why it's obscuring my actual barcode at the back. But apart from that, everything is good. So the quality, the ink is lovely. It's really nice, very, very nice looking. It does pick up some paw marks on it, especially if you have dark red ink like this stuff here. So you have to be a bit careful of that. And if you have maybe less color on the front of your book, the quality and the accuracy of the colors might vary. For my case, it was all red. It's a red affair, red and black, and it's turned out fine. The yellows and everything, and the colors of the bookends, it really has turned out fine. I'm delighted with it. The coverage of the cover, as you can see there, the steps comes down the front cover here, and it returns here a little bit. And the ends, you have, say the top end, you have the curtains here at the back coming up, and it goes over at the end. That's kind of a nice effect. And the same on this side here, you have the front curtains. So that's fine. I'm very pleased with all of that. But like I say, I had to put in this and just do the experiment and actually run the proof copy print in order to just see exactly where it was going to be cropped. But now that I know how it's going to be cropped, I'll just take out this and I'll put it in this side. That's the only change I have to make. Now with regard to the inside of the book, I'm very pleased with the quality. This is off-white color and black and white images, and they've worked out fine. The off-white color of the book is the best I've seen yet. It's really nice. It's my idea really of a typical hardback book where you've got a creamy color page, and the writing is very nice, and the print and so on. Everything turned out very good, and even the print on the book, actually, the size of the printed page and the amount of print on it, it all looks very, very good to my eye. I wouldn't really want to change any of it. You pay normally a few more dollars when you order or when you buy a hardcover version of the book, because it's a bit bigger usually, like this one, and there's more in it, of course, so you have to pay a little bit more, but it's fine. I'm very, very pleased. Now with regards to the images, there are a few images in the book. I think I have 10 or 12. They've come out fine. They're in black and white. The original book had color images, but they all transfer well in black and white. There's no problems with any of them. They're all, that's about the smallest I think of them, and it's pretty clear. There's no problem with it, and some of them are quite good really. So I'm pretty pleased. They're all workable. I was a bit apprehensive about the clarity of black and white images coming through like this on a cream color page, but it turns out it's quite good. I'm quite pleased with them all really. They've all come out good. So overall, I'm very, very pleased, except for that change in the cover here that I have to make. I have no more changes to make, and I recommend it. It's very good. So that's it, printed in matte. I didn't bother printing the gloss version, and I just don't know how it comes out in the gloss. I didn't choose it. I think the gloss might cost a little bit more, but really I think it's lovely with the matte. The only thing is be mindful of paw marks on it, especially if you want to give the book as a present or whatever else. It will definitely pick up paw marks on it, I have to say. But apart from that, recommended. That's KDP in the hardcover version, and it's really good. Okay, so let me take this opportunity to give a little plug for my new book. This is, of course, my new book, A Crime for All Seasons. It's my first, and it's a true story, and it happened quite a long time ago. And part of this story, actually, although the story is in the public domain, it was a police case as such, a big robbery case. Part of the plot, shall we say, is actually copyrighted, and I had to pay copyright, in fact, for this. But anyway, that's all done, it's acknowledged. So the book has come out very well. It wrote itself naturally, really. I just told the story, it was a true story. And I'm very pleased with it, you know, and I feel that if the reader is half as excited as I was when I was writing it, then I'd be pleased. I think it would be successful. That's my hope anyway. But the bottom line is, it's a true story. I would never have written a crime story or something like that if I had to invent the plot. That's not my scene. For science fiction, yes. For political fiction, yes. But for actual general fiction or crime fiction or anything like that, I'm not into inventing plots. But this is a true story, and it's quite a fantastic, super fantastic kind of a story. And there's a kind of a reason to embedded, if you look carefully in the weeds, as to why Hollywood have never properly given this treatment. They did once upon a time, but they kind of smeared it, really. They belittled it. I think they slighted it as a story. And there are kind of embedded reasons for that, in my view. So it has a kind of a political edge to it, I suppose. That's the way I've chosen to write it. Each storyteller will tell their own. They'll make up their own. They'll have their own way of storytelling. But this is mine. And for the most part, the story told itself. It has a subplot. It's divided into 3 different acts: Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. And it has a subplot in the middle of Act 3, a kind of a slight diversion, but it's a relevant one. And it's kind of interesting the way it all turned out. And it's very old now, and it's a story that really needed to be told, in my view. And it's never properly been told until now, until recent, because it's slightly controversial. Not everybody agrees that certain people were involved in this, that I'm claiming that they are. So not everybody agrees about the plot and so on. But I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident that history will show this as a fairly accurate depiction about what happened. Most of the story is true. That's what I said at the very start. Most of what follows is true. And it is. I had to fictionalize certain parts of it, fill in gaps, certain parts. I had to morph little dates and things here and there, not too big, in order to use a bit of license and get the effects of dramatization. Because of course I didn't have the privilege of being able to interview anybody who was involved here in the actual story. So it is the way it is. But it's kind of remarkable. The truth is nearly always stranger than fiction and better than fiction. And this is quite thrilling to write. And I hope the reader will feel the same way. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.